Welcome back to Peace, Love and Tarot. This reading is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising. It's weekly reading for the week of October 7th to the 13th. This week, Leo, you have the Share Your Voice Oracle card. We have the Devil, the Lovers, the Two of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, the Fool, and the Empress. Leo, this is pretty huge. You have 5 out of 6 major arcana here. Major arcana, they link to the big themes and life lessons, the karmic contracts, that kind of thing. So we have a really significant situation unfolding here. We do have the Lovers and the Two of Cups. So I don't normally call a reading out as being strictly, a romantic situation. But this is a strong indicator of that, probably about as strong as you get, especially with the Empress energy. So this is either to do with a relationship or a very heartfelt partnership. So it could be with a business partner or a colleague that you have a strong connection with. So I'm just going to kick off here by reading out your oracle card, Share Your Voice. Come out of the cave. Persecution, expression. You're being called to share your voice, perhaps by speaking up in a relationship, or through writing, speaking, singing, or some other form of creative expression. We each hold a truth deep within us that longs to be expressed. Sculpted for lifetimes, the voice of your soul is like no other. It carries with it wisdom that can only be gained through soul history and growth. By remembering, tapping into, and expressing this unique tone, we not only heal ourselves, we also heal the planet at large. So some of you may have been in a situation where you felt like your voice was dimmed, quietened, hushed, that you couldn't speak up, that you felt constricted, that you felt constrained, a lot like the Devil energy. So let's start in the recent past here with the Devil and the Lovers. So a situation I feel that once was something beautiful has gone, toxic, turned sour here. We see the Lovers here in their kind of Garden of Eden when everything's perfect, everything's happy, and this utopian setting that, within time they became shackled, they became bound, they became codependent. The Lovers, is the biggest card of matters of the heart, and, most likely a relationship situation, or as mentioned before, some kind of deep partnership, business relationship, that kind of thing. But I have the strong sense that something that was once beautiful has now turned, that beautiful, rose that is now, withering and dying, that sort of feeling, constricted, confined, codependent, toxic. A situation that, does suck the life out of you like a bat would to its prey. The Devil card actually did come out in reverse. I haven't included it in reverse here, but, that can mean that you've been stuck for a period of time in deep negativity, feeling stuck and bound and unable to move forward, unable to move on, unable to release yourself from these chains. These chains are actually loose enough this person could put them over their head and walk free, but they're choosing to stay in it. So ask yourself in this situation, Leo, what is the cost and payoff, that you're getting from the situation? The cost to you may be that you get to stay, you're stuck in this stagnant negative energy. You might be out of power, unable to share your voice, but the payoff is that you're getting something out of that. Maybe you get to stay in a home situation rather than going out and finding some other place to live. Maybe, you don't have to go through the upheaval of ending a relationship, ending a business partnership. Maybe, you have a feeling that the other person is squashing your ideas, your creativity, but, you are making a lucrative income out of it at the moment. So you're kind of staying... You're choosing to stay stuck. You're choosing to stay under the hypnotic gaze of the Devil to benefit in another way. But, long term, that's not going to serve you, Leo, because you're a Leo, you are courageous. You are somebody who needs to be in your power. You're a powerful fire sign. So being in the Devil energy for you most definitely is going to dim your spirit. So we really need to release from that. And, this week, the universe says, Leo, that it is time for you to release yourself from that binding, from that darkness. The Wheel of Fortune wants to turn, it wants to turn in your favor. You know, they always say, look at the cards surrounding the Wheel of Fortune to determine which way it spins. Well, we have the Fool here, the strongest card of new beginnings. So it's time for you to move on to a new beginning, Leo. You know, this Wheel of Fortune tells me that this karmic contract, this life lesson that you were supposed to learn from this situation, it's complete now. So it's time for you to release it before you do some permanent damage to yourself, or, you know, just continue to become more out of power. That can lead to physical sickness. It can lead us to not achieving what we're supposed to on this life path. We all have things that, I believe anyway, that we've come in this incarnation to achieve. And we need to keep tracking in our lives. We need to know when it's the right time to walk away from something. Now, the Wheel of Fortune is said to have a 10-year energy. So the choice that you make, you know, you're setting up your next chapter, potentially your next decade here, Leo. So, you know, divine timing is here with you this week, supporting you to say it's time for a new beginning. You know, the Fool is about taking a leap of faith, Leo, even when you don't necessarily know the destination. You may not know what the path out of the situation looks like, but you just know that you need to take the first tentative shaky steps. But, you know, divine guidance here, it will lead you just to start walking the path, and the path will open up for you. Trust your instincts, because that will help you, you know, keep a sure footing as you go. And the Fool knows only to take, you know, what's necessary. He just takes the essential belongings. So try not to carry over the baggage from the situation. Release yourself. It's asking you to be free, to tap into your Leo rebel spirit, to find your fire again, to find your fire enough to release yourself from a situation that's been holding you back. Yeah, of course there's going to be more, you know, challenges, more mountains to scale on this new journey. There always is with every life lesson, because, you know, we always have something to learn from situations. You know, life is a school. But, you know, we're not concerned with that at the moment. We're just concerned in taking the leap of faith, starting the journey, because there's real alchemical growth and spiritual development on offer for you if you can release yourself, Leo, rather than staying stuck and stagnating, because that doesn't serve your spirit at all. So that is what you've been called to do this week. And then in your near future, we can see those roses starting to bloom once more. So we have the Empress, who came out with the 3 of Pentacles, and we have the 2 of Cups. So the Empress, Leo, she is the promise of abundance, the promise of new manifestations, new beginnings. You know, we've got the Fool asking you to initiate that journey. Then we have 2 number 3s, 3 being the, you know, the number of manifesting new beginnings. It's such strong new beginning potential here. That 3 of Pentacles is often about building something together with somebody. So this actually indicates to me, Leo, along with that 2 of Cups, that there is either a potential to rebuild the situation with this individual. Should you choose to do so, you would really have to clear the slate. You would really have to bring out everything into the open in order to do that. Otherwise, this is a new situation coming in for you. One potentially of a soul connection, twin flame relationship. Leo, here you are. This card links to you. So it's about you finding that perfect match for you, building a solid future with somebody. Yeah, and the Empress, you know, she is the birther of new opportunities, new manifestations. She, you know, she also wears the gown with the pomegranates on it, so she's very fertile. This is the promise, actually, of a relationship that could even deliver a child. It's about going the distance, as long as you're willing to put the work in. And putting the work in can mean, you know, facing these kind of levels of toxicity or codependency as they arise, rather than allowing a relationship or partnership to slip into the darkness. You know, the Empress is about reconnecting with the natural rhythms of life, you know, getting back into alignment with your own energy. And from that place, that's when it's perfect for your perfect partner to come in for you. So Leo, that's what I've got for you. There is a lot of very beautiful things on offer. It's all going to begin with you sharing your voice, speaking up in this situation, having the conversation, bringing it to light, clearing it, releasing it, taking that leap of faith, because the universe says it's divine timing. We want to do this before we're in the throes of a tower moment. That's what the universe can do when we're not sharing our voice, when we're not speaking up, when we're not noticing the little signs and taking action along the way. And the silver lining is definitely on its way to you, Leo. So Leo, that's what I have for you this week. I wish you all the best with it. Keep in mind it is a general reading, so it won't be for every one of you. Leave me a comment if you'd like to, because I would really like to know how it's playing out in your daily life. And I'll see you back here next week for another reading.